What? Oh my gosh, what is my life? Is it winter? Is it spring? What is it? I think we've gone from snow to giant snowballs. Of course, we do have to swing by the clearance section because you never know what you'll find in clearance. Although, did they change this around? This used to be the clearance section. Okay, they've been moving stuff. I'm gonna have to check on that. But this looks like a little spring setup. Yeah, what happened to my clearance section? You think it's up here around the corner? That's all the dollhouse stuff. Okay, they obviously moved it. This is cool. Oh, look at that. It's a bee one with a bee honeycomb stencil. Just kind of checking it out as I pass by. I have a bunch of these, but I always like to see what they've added. That's nice. I like that. I have a video on how to put a pattern inside of a plain blocked object. I've offered many a paint classes with this guy. Actually, I think he's in the wrong place, but we'll put him back where we found him. No, that is the right place. Gnome, sweet gnome. What do you guys think? Are gnomes still in style? Or at this point, are we over them? I do like this. This would be a nice cover. Oh, that's a possibility. I like this over here too. This really draws me in. Look at that one. That's a really nice stencil. I found some fabric glue.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, I found this kind here. I'm gonna give it a shot. She's $12.49.
It's broke.
She's busted. She's busted all up. These are cute. Look at these, Matt. Those are cute ring dishes. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I just think that they're putting them out to, I'm shocked these are here. Are they just discontinuing them? $3.74. So as you know, we've been growing our apothecary line, and this is interesting. These are bath bomb molds here on sale for 99 cents. Let's see what shapes they have. Oh, I like this guy. 74 cents. Cutouts. What's up on them? We've got cactus. Yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna need these. This could be fun for my junk journaling. Got some frames. So I am gonna grab these. I can sell these at the store. They're butterflies, nature-oriented, flowers, gold. There was one that I left behind. It had a chip on it, but these are good. See, I look at this and I think to myself, okay, it's $1.49. Camera, fruit, not that necessarily sought after, but it is a nice canvas to paint on. Same with this guy here, $5.50. If you were to paint on here, tape off your edges, you'd have a nice little surface that you could resell, and it would have a little hangy thing on the back already. And the other clearance section. What do they got here? Some frames. I'm gonna head down here because I'm looking to see in this clearance section if there's any interesting fabric bits that I might want. As is whole bolt for $10. Ooh, and some good string there. Oh, these are cute. some pearls.
Thank you.
Fluoro, 75 cents. I think I want that. Can make some nice ruffled covers with this one. I like this too. What is that? Too much for me. $19.25 for what I'd be using it for. It's more of an investment than I really want. Chenille Peel yarns. What is that? Some ribbon. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab this one, this piece here. Let me see what this is. That's pretty. What is it, your price? $213. How much? Cotton. Might get this piece too. Poly. $431. Alright, I'm gonna grab this. It is Sunday. Me and Matt are holding down the storefront today, and he's taking care of some customers out front. I'm going to take care of a beautiful candle holder that I'm going to give a makeover to for a customer. And we're gonna switch it up so it matches her decor. And we're going to go with black and gold. The black being the undercolor, the gold being on top of the black. I think it's okay to make use of some of this beautiful patina, but you're gonna see that when I put the black on it, this is gonna you're gonna really see that it is brown. So I'm gonna use a shabby chip brush, one of my favorite brushes to paint with when I want just a really old look. I always do a little tug on the bristles to make sure if anything wants to let loose, they do it now. I mean, real life happens, and yes, you will get bristles in your paint, but things could be worse, right? You can always pick them out or sand them off. So take a look at this. Like, that's the difference. Do you see? Definitely brown tones. And we're gonna go for a little bit more of a dramatic feel. She's gonna definitely feel very grand. So we have now done a whole coat of black. We're just gonna let this go ahead and dry. Probably gonna have some lunch. Thinking about ordering in Chipotle today. And just gonna let this set up and dry. And then when I come back, it'll be ready for the gold coat. It's fun, this is super textured. It's been fun to play in today. Guys, we are seeing so many new people into the store today. This is dried. I had a chance to eat lunch, worked a bit at the register. Now I'm switching off with Matt, and I'm going to come back here. And as you can see, I'm already starting to add the gold onto it. So this is the gold wax, and this is the fun part. I really just, you know, you could pounce it on, you can do your edges, but really making it feel very old. And so, when Cecilia came into the store, we looked around at a couple different candle holders, and she didn't want anything that was too gold, like absolutely shiny gold. She wanted that old patina, that heaviness, and just that antique-y, showing years of use, not being so gold that it's, you know, in your face and just feeling like it's just really cheap and plastic or something, right? So now I get to do the funness of making this beautiful piece just finish off in a gorgeous way. Isn't that so fun? I can also smooth it out a little bit. So I'm gonna put it on thick, and then I'm probably gonna come in with my fingers and just really hit some of the dark spots lightly with the gold and really just move it all the way around. So I'm gonna keep working through here, and I will show you when she's done. So friends, I just did a live on Facebook, and you know, I was only gonna do part of it, but we got into a roll and I kept on chatting and got it done. It doesn't take a long time to do this sort of work. And so I did this live, but went all over it with my beautiful gold, and obviously left places where you could still see the black to create that antique patina look. But it went from a cozy, lived in kind of casual brown to now she really feels like, you know, she's a statement piece. She's beautiful. I am going to come back to this beautiful mixed media piece that we did together. If you want to watch the tutorial, you can watch it step by step and get inspired to recreate your own. I used some old music sheets that I've been hanging onto and put them into use. I think they're beautiful. I love the idea of bringing some old papers with some paint and putting it together. Anyhow, what do you guys think? I just live for texture and interest, and there's some cool splatters on here. Anyway, I love it. It's loose, it's shabby, so go watch my last video if you want to see the making of this. Now, what I'm going to do today is go ahead and just put a varnish over it. This is why I love to hit like Hobby Lobby's, I think this is their brand, the Master's Touch, I think it's called. Master's Choice, we don't know. Anyway, it's underneath this label. But it's varnish, and so I will pick up odds and ends like this for, look, $2.24, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to put this all over, and I've got my sponge brush to get it all over as well. And then I've got to go off to work, but we're here in my home studio right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and coat this over and let this piece just seal. And then I think I'll put it up for sale. It's actually done on a canvas. So it's a piece of canvas art, but you can use, obviously, you can use wood, whatever. But anyhow, let's just get this done because I need it to dry so it can be finished. I could have used Mod Podge for this, whatever you got. Make use of what you got too, because this stuff will dry up eventually. So, you know, it's very sad when you spend money on art supplies and then you come back, you think you're saving it for like the perfect project, you never get it done, and then you end up coming back and your stuff is dried up. It is so sad. So sad. So you know what? Do what you gotta do. Use it up now. You'll thank yourself later. That's really nice. So of course, this will dry completely clear, and I'll show you when I get back. Happy to say that this piece is now fully sealed, looking awesome, and available on my website. So we're finally gonna get to redoing these thrifted, on fired, on glazed, just porous, cute little pottery pieces that I got at Goodwill. You guys were probably with me when I thrifted them, and I wanna get these painted. That is what I bought them for. Saw them as a cool project that I could flip, put my artwork on. Anything can be a canvas, say it with me. And then we can go ahead and move them on because I don't want them to get broken. And the intent was to paint. Now they are just, yeah, decorative use, earthenware. And you can see there's nothing special about them. They're imperfectly perfect. Can't help but wonder where they came from. What do you think? Somebody donated these in 3. Maybe Goodwill bagged them up. I don't know. Maybe somebody who was going to paint them had them before. Anyway, I'm going to carry out their dream and make it happen. So this is going to be a little bit of a tutorial that I'm going to share for those of you who love to paint flowers like me. First, I'm going to go ahead and get a brush. When you're painting on a surface like this here, like you see me paint a lot with the brush of this size. But obviously it would cover so much that I wouldn't be able to get too much detail into there. I'd have to tip the brush on the side and really, really work it. So I'm going to downgrade from a big guy to a little bit of a smaller one. And this brush right here has an angle on it, so I can kind of like hit it in the center of my flower, yet it's flat enough that I can make the shape that I want to make. Important to always dip your brush into some water off to the side. Thrift, pick yourself up something cute. Like I have a whole little set of puppy dog cups that I thrifted, which I think is hilarious because something funny is that when I post videos, if this is into it, it tags it, like the AI of, for example, Instagram thinks that this now belongs on a dog page, which is hilarious. So funny. Okay, so let's go ahead. First thing we're gonna do is lay the background back. Remember that the first things you put on are the things that are in the background. So we can start with a little brown, a little green, whatever we want. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put some brown down first just to kind of create a darkened shadow background. And I'm basically seeing some flowers and maybe 3 different colors on each of them. So let's just start. I try to paint very, very loose, not overthink it. I know my flowers are gonna have to be in the center, so I'm gonna make these leaves a little bit bigger. Kind of like that. I could even like put a few little twiggy twigs right here. Things of 3 work really well together. So notice I have 3 leaves. I have 3 twigs. Just gonna drape them, make them come out a little bit further. There we go. Okay, perfect. It's a beautiful day out there. You can hear everybody going by. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put some green into our leaves. I like not covering that brown completely. Gonna add a little green over those leaves, not perfect. There we go, kind of like that. Just making them a little bit bigger because I'm thinking about my flowers. Okay, so there's one. And if you do this very loosely without, you know, you're talking to a friend or you're just kind of doing your thing, they should all be very, very different, which is what makes art one of a kind. So there are 3 leaves. Let me just put something down here. There we go, I like that. Perfect. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do our 3rd one while we have the brown out. It's also easier if you do this in batches. You stay on it. It gets easier. Not overthinking anything. 1, 2, twiggy, twiggy. 3. And that's about it right there. Just trying to make them as long as possible because, like I said, like this guy here, going back, do you see how that one's a little smaller than this guy here? Because I got looser as I went on. I'm gonna make this just a little bit bigger because leaves are gonna be bigger than my flower, and that would mean I would have a really tiny flower. So let me just widen that out. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. There we go. Okay, let me add the green. I'm not even gonna clean my brush. Just put some green on top of that brown. I'll tip these up again in a second so that you guys can see them. Okay, I think we're good there. All right. So here is where we are at this point. We have 3 bases for our flowers to sit on. They're so pretty. All right, let me get out my colors and we'll figure out the colors of the flowers for them. Okay, we are back and let's just pick one. That one looks pretty well dry. I'm not worried about if it's not completely dry because I actually like it when colors blend and mix and then they're all part of the same family. If you've taken any of my tutorials, you hear me speak on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with some classic red. So what we're gonna do is, I'm thinking of doing a red one, blue one, purple. So like reddish pink, blue, light blue, and then purple lavender. Okay, let's go ahead and take our red. I'm not gonna put it right in the center, I don't think. I'm just kind of gonna put it off to the side a little bit. 1, 2. I kind of leave that little spot open in the center. That green and brown just helps create the center. So there's 3 little circles right here. And while it's still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my white, and white and red makes pink. So basically we're gonna turn these to, we're gonna work wet on wet to turn them into some really cute pink flowers. And obviously you can change, they don't have to look exactly alike. You can do them facing certain ways, whatever you just want to do. But also, the more white you add, the lighter they will get. So, for example, if I wanted this one to be super light and pink, and then this one over here to be more red, like watch when I add the white. Just kind of gonna keep building up some colors. Oh, painted over the center. That's okay. We're gonna fix that up in just a second. I like that. I like that a lot. If you want to make any bigger, you can. Add in any extra leaves, you can. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Don't want to overwork it. It's not a big piece. Now I'm going to make a little bit of a lighter green because that green and that brown is darker there, but I want to, so we're adding the lighter green. 1, 2, 3, put a little bit of green in amongst to kind of create the feeling that there's lots of lush greenness going on there. Put a few little dabs. Actually, we can put a little bit in the center as well. That is super cute. All right, I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go for a smaller brush. Let me get it wet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take some of that white and we're gonna put in the center. Just a little dab, a little dab. Reopen that center up a little bit. We can also put in a little bit of yellow. I find that if you add some yellow, yellow, white, brown works really, really well for when you're creating your centers. Isn't that cool? All right. I'm happy with that there. I don't want to put, yeah, I'm happy with that there. We're gonna leave that. Gold is also a beautiful color to use. All right, let's take some more of that white and just put a little bit over the green, which green and white is just gonna make another lighter green color, which we like. All right, I'm gonna put a few dabs of it around. Just making my bouquet. My bouquet, okay? All right, you guys see that? Isn't that sweet? I love that so much. Okay, speaking of gold, I think I am gonna get some gold. Got it, and I'm back. Oh, I just love gold. All right, so let's add some gold in here is next to our yellow as well. Gold is really like a, if you ever used a color as well, yellow ochre, it's got that, it's like an orangey, a very warm yellow. And so that's cool. All right, I'm gonna put a few little sprigs of gold around. Kind of like that, maybe one more. Okay, a few dots. I think then we're good. That's pretty nice, huh? Just those few little extra things. I'm really thinking about doing a splatter, but if I do a splatter, I'd have to do a light splatter. Do I want to? Let me think on that. Okay, so here is the pink one. Now we just follow the same process and we do the, I'll leave that one up like that. We do the blue one. And you'll see that as you go and you batch out, you do get looser. It just, you're like, I'm feeling confident. I got one done. I can do this again. Oh, that's pretty. All right, into the white we go. Kind of slowed down the last one, but I'm just gonna go on this one. Which, like I said, I feel like my artwork's always better when you just go and you don't overthink it. Okay. I need to open up my petals a little bit. We can put some of the white in the center, like that. I also need some green. Green and a little bit of white, just to bring it down a little bit. onto wherever you want to put it. You can go on the leaves that you did before. Listen, this is your masterpiece. You can do whatever you want. Okay, like that. Now let's add that. Remember how I said the yellow kind of sets it off always. A little bit of yellow in the center, like that. And I'm gonna take some of our gold. Our gold. Boy, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take a little extra white now and finesse the top of the blue. We're gonna finesse it. Okay, just wanna give some movement to it. I think that's about it. Oh, yeah. Boy, I love this so much. I might even want to take a little bit of black when I'm done and put literally just a black center to really make it go like, feel like it's really deep. So now we've got our red one. We've got our gorgeous green one. Now let's work on, so basically what I'll do is I'll paint these. Don't forget to sign them as well because this is a work of art. So I'm gonna put my name right here at the bottom, put my Sonia M right there. Okay, so, and then this becomes a collectible piece of your art, which is really cool. So now let's go ahead, let's do some purple. Yeah, why not? Purple's cool because when you do a dark purple and you mix it with some white, you get this gorgeous lavender color. I'm gonna make these a little bigger, feeling bolder. I'm gonna take a little bit of the white. Look at that lavender start to happen. Definitely gonna have to add some more green here. Adding some white, letting it blend. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, so we definitely gonna need something for the center. We'll add a little bit of white, or sorry, a little bit of yellow there. We will add a little bit of gold. Say it with me, we love gold. Oh, that's pretty. Eek! I like you too, don't get mad. You're all gorgeous in your own way. Oh boy, she's pretty. Look at that. Look at that. I just love having a good paint session. Okay, so what do we need? We got 3 of them there. I said I wanted to get a little bit of black. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just like a relatively small brush. I could even go smaller than this, but this is what's closest by. And then very gently, I'm just gonna put a little dot in the center there, or somewhere around that little gathering of colors we put. Okay. That one kind of already has some right there. 1, 2, 3. Anywhere you hit a color as well, it's always good to put it somewhere else. So I'm just literally making some black dots, just so it feels balanced. Okay. And I could add a little bit of white to that last one. Let's take a look here. The other thing is that, you know, as it sets up, you might need to come back with a little bit of white just to make it stand up on top. I tend to work dark to light. And then basically the white is where the sun is hitting. Okay, we don't want to overwork it. Let's go on to the next one. It's the indication of flowers. And not too much, that really just makes it kind of flowy. Love that. Blue and brown and gold always make such beautiful colors. Okay, there we go. We're gonna leave that. And I love it. I'm very happy with how these turned out. So we've got our blue one, we've got our pink red one, and we've also got our lavender one. Which one you'll have to tell me is your favorite color. I could have did these all the same color, but I decided to do them individually because I'm planning to sign and then sell them. By the way, I will go ahead and do a seal on these as well. And that just protects your artwork, and it gives it a beautiful finish. So that way, you know, your hands don't pick up on all the, you know, the oils and the dirt, especially since these are lighter colored. I think they're beautiful. All right, friends, thank you for joining me on this sweet little tutorial. Feel very productive that we got these done. I'll see you guys on the next video. Be sure to subscribe. Give me some love. Tell me, yeah, your subscription, your thumbs up tells me you want to see more tutorials like this. See you guys.